priority, even for Senegal 2025. We must have more ideas and more advance about how we can develop players with 2 years. We have from now 3 years to the Senegal.
Unfortunately, now two, and we are. Yes, I will continue. I will come back to this point, but let's say two. Let's say two. Actually, let's say two. Yes.
Yeah, actually, let's say 2 years. And speaking specifically about the age that we are working with, because we have to develop a specific age.
Good, good.
And he knows something about the level of all of the world, the different players in the world, the different countries. This experience for him takes more advantage because he know different level and different conditions of working. And Brazil, I think that in Brazil, he was working with more people.
Yes.
And in USA and Spain now, he's working with specific number of players. I think that are players that are already selected to specific competition. And how to do it, the first thing, how to select the people specifically, and what is the alternative way to work with priority selected people to specific competition.
Great, Osvaldo. Great, good point. Lee.
Geez. Oh, hi, yes.
Hi.
I think mine is more on development. So maybe I might share a few sentiments with a few people here. So how do we develop strong-minded athletes? Because my concern has always been on the psychological aspect of the game. We need, like, I'd love, if we could discuss how to like I just said, just to develop strong-minded athletes, just so that they know when, how to not fear or how to not cave in during high competition. How to handle situations, especially maybe just the last 3-4 points before the set, last 3-4 points before the end of the game, just stuff like that. So mine is more of a psychological approach. Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's a good point. It's a good point. I'm just taking notes. Okay, so let's continue with Halima. Halima, what's your opinion?
Thank you, sir. My opinion is in Kenya, it's like we are developing BVB. So I'd also support the development level of training. And then the other thing that I've also seen as a challenge for most of the African coaches is data collection and analysis, and using the analysis to improve players.
Okay.
That is another area that I think he could also touch on, because having that experience at the national team level, he is able to advise. And maybe a third one is, how does a coach know when the training is enough for players?
Okay, so methodology of training. Okay, methodology of training. Yeah. No, okay.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. I'm sorry, I'm just taking notes.
It's okay.
Tila, are you there? Tila is not there. Okay, Tila is not there. Sally.
Hello.
Yes, Sally. How are you?
Yeah, how are you? Thank you. Okay, mine will be on the sports training planning, the planning. Especially here in Kenya, our planning is not very good. Yes. So I would like to know about sorry, I like let it be focused on how to plan the training.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Good. Mari. Yeah, Mari. There is no sound, no sound.
It's okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So I am a volleyball player, indoor volleyball, and I am from Rodrigues Island. But here in Rodrigues, there is no beach volleyball, any beach volleyball team. So I would like to learn, to acquire knowledge, so as to yes, so as to form one team in the island.
So how to build a team?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Kuzey.
All right.
Yeah,
yes. So basically, looking at Africa, you realize that we are actually more in the development stage. There is quite a gap between us and the teams in other continents. So my focus mainly, my questions are more directed to the mental aspect of it.
Mental aspect.
Looking at we realize that there is actually some coaching allowed. So now, how do we then prepare these players to actually compete in an age group where there is no longer any coaching? Then another question is, what is the ideal number of people to work with during your training session, your program? How many athletes do you want to work with for a period of time?
Okay, Isaac. Where is Isaac?
Grazie.
You are here?
He's here.
Finally.
Yes, sir. I just joined. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So if you just joined, wait a moment. MX.
Okay.
Yeah, MX. What we can in which area we can talk in the next webinar.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Mohammed.
Yes, MX.
Okay, I'm just looking at where we are in Africa, where we are in the development stage of the game. I think we should focus mainly on long-term athlete development. How do we progressively move from the development stage of the game to high performance, so that we can get to a point where we develop podium athletes? I think that is my only point.
Okay, so before giving floor to Agulu, hi Agulu, she's here.
Hi,
how are you?
Yes, fine.
Finally, our teacher. Are you good? I will be back to you, Tiziana. Show your face. Tiziana is.
Hello.
Hi, Tiziana. Anyway, I guess. Hi, Tiziana. How are you? Finally.
Hi, I am good.
You are in life.
Good. Here we are good.
Good. How's Antonio? He's good?
What?
Antonio, do you have any news?
It's good also.
Good.
He lives in Sparros, I live in Santa Maria.
Alhamdulillah. I forgot to, for some of you, I forgot to mention a very important point. That CAVB Online Academy, we proposed 3 huge projects, and it was the first project is podium during the Youth Olympic Games in Dakar 2022, what Osvaldo referred to. So we need, actually, we need to have at least one boys and one girls teams during those games. So this is the first point, which is very important for us. And actually, I'm in the phase of finalizing the planning of the project, and for sure that we will share it. So you are all of you are inside this project. So we will build this project internally. All of you will have your tasks. So this is first. The second huge project, and it's addressed to schools beach volleyball. How we can implement school beach volleyball in Africa, in the educational institutions. So this project will be managed by your colleague Ihsan Bukhar from Morocco, and you are 12 people to work with him.
All right.
Mainly the teachers, because we need to develop a curriculum, and we need to develop a platform to teach people. Regarding the third project, Amix, he just mentioned it, which is the long-term development path of athletes. So this one will be postponed to 2021, end of 2021. We cannot handle it because the priority will be the podium and Tiziana, please, can you mute the sound? Tiziana, please. Because
you listen me?
Yeah, but just mute.
I am in the street now. Hello.
Yeah, it's okay, Tiziana. It's okay. I muted. So it's okay, Tiziana. Good. So what will happen? That as I told you, that we will. Please, if you can mute your mics, it will be good. Can do it from here. So as I told you that for the long-term development path, it will be later on, or by end of 2021. But the rest, the 2 projects, you will be inside. So this is the first information. Related to that, I would like to come back to the topic of next Friday with Coach Marco Pires, who is from Brazil, and he is managing Spanish national teams. So I'm totally agree and fully agree with Osvaldo. Totally. Because Marco gave us the floor to start to work with this young generation. And as you know, that we don't have that much big level with the senior teams. I'm speaking about beach volleyball. And the history showed us last year that the Morocco team, who was the African champion, they went there to the World Championship, and they could score an average of 7 points per set. Just to understand the gap between teams. But for sure that we have a floor with the young teams. And Podium 2022 will be a huge opportunity to start to work with, to prepare players for 2024, 2028, and 2032. So this is mainly the objective. So we have to prepare through the Youth Olympic Games. We have to prepare the next generation for almost 12 years. And we don't need, actually, we don't need only to get a qualification in the Olympic Games through the Continental Cup, which has nonsense. It's just a quota. I mean, it is not giving us the reality of beach volleyball in Africa. Just giving you an example, that during the 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, it was a Tunisia team, but I mean, it was a very low level, very low. I mean, they could score maybe 6, 7, 5, an average of 6 points per set. And we don't need to be in this situation. So we decide to start to work with the national federation, with African national federations, to give them, I mean, work with them, I mean, to support them in terms of data, in terms of analysis, in terms of coaching preparation, in terms of training methodology, training data, conditioning, etc. So with this huge program or project, the Podium 2022, we have covered every single area of preparation. But it doesn't mean that we will do that. So national federations should have the capability, but also the aim to do that. I mean, there is some countries who are not interested at all. So we cannot force them. We will be glad, we will be more than happy to have the 53 teams, countries, but for sure that we will not have them, all of them. So I will come back to the point that for Friday, it will be, and give me your opinion now, it will be great if we can propose the webinar as like this, that because we will start our project Podium 2022, it's addressed to under 16, under 17 age group. And because it is touching the development and the long-term development, so we would like to start our first webinar on that. Then will come the selection system, competition system, preparation methodology, psychological systems, etc., nutrition, etc. So we will give him the floor to discuss about those points. So for us, it will be, I mean, I will get the approval from CAVB this evening. I will get the approval to have him as a project supervisor. So we will be two. I will be one, and he will be another one. So we will be two to supervise the project in order to implement it in Africa. So if I think that the first webinar will be the age group, okay, and the development of the teams of this category. How we develop that, how we select them, how we make a program, etc. With that will come other webinars in order to develop your skills and your capability. So are you agree about that?
Yes, I think it's fine. That's a good initiative.
Okay, Mari.
Yes,
is it okay?
I'm agree.
Okay,
yes,
Sally.
It's okay.
Sally, is it okay? Sally, sound. Sally, is it okay? Tiziana, is it okay with you? Rihanna?
Yes, it is.
It's
Yes,
okay.
it is.
It's okay.
Yes. Yes.
Gladys?
Yes, it is okay. I agree with you and thank you so much.
Shupikai, is it okay with you?
I missed the beginning of the conversation, but the other part I get it.
You missed the whole conversation, not only a part.
Yes, I missed it, but I think it's okay. I heard the last part, but I think it's okay.
Yeah.
To be having this webinar.
Okay, so it's just a matter of next Friday webinar. So we will have a chance and opportunity to welcome Mr. Marco Pires, the Brazilian coach, and he's coaching Spanish team. So I just wanted to share with you which kind of topics we can discuss by next Friday. So we will agree about the project, that we will initiate that by the project and let him be part of the development and part with us, I mean. Oh, it's okay. I think that we have Faiz here. Faiz Al-Dawood. Faiz, السلام عليكم.
السلام ورحمة الله. مرحبا أستاذ محمد.
كيف حالك؟ تمام بخير؟
كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله. So Faiz is of our beach volleyball instructors also, and he is one of the people who is also acting and let's say trying also to help us in order to find the best people all around the world in order to have such webinars. So Faiz, just for Faiz, Gladys, and Chupikai, just to again summarize that Marco Pires is okay for Friday, next Friday.
Okay.
Yes, so we will discuss with him the first project matters, Podium 2020, but in terms of methodology of selection, methodology, development methodology, training methodology, etc. So this is mainly what.
Sorry, I'm using my mask, Mr. Muhammad, because I'm out.
Okay.
And if I don't wear it, I will get penalty about $300.
Yeah. Okay. We will collect that. Don't worry.
And sorry, I did not get the all points. I've just came recently at the last of your points, so I think I'll agree with you in the whole thing you are doing.
Okay, thank you, Faiz. So for next Friday, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, what we will do, as soon as I will finalize with him today the topics, I will inform you via WhatsApp, and you will prepare, everyone has to prepare one question only one.
Okay.
According to that, this is first. Second, once we will get the final decision, I will share with you the information. CAVB will share it, and you have to share it all around you. I mean, your people, your federations, colleagues, friends, whatever, and whoever. So we need to have, as I told you, last Friday we had 880 people all around the world, even from out of Africa. So we need to reach at least this number. This is the, I mean, it's possible because we will discuss something. I mean, something big. This is one. Then I will be back later on. So after the webinar, you will receive a link where you can put your feedback, and according to this webinar, we will use it in order to capitalize it for our work. It will be a guideline somehow. So you will find every single information in, there is a space in the platform, there is a space called collaborative space. So this collaborative space is a space for you. It has nothing to do with courses, nothing to do with training. It's for you. I mean, it's to share our projects, to share the development, to share our concern, our programs. So any concern related to beach volleyball will be there. And maybe soon we will add also volleyball. So now, if you have, I will give you floor if you have any question related to that or related to your previous training.
Hello, Mr. Mohammed. I'm glad I missed the half of the conversation,
No,
but
the whole conversation. Believe me.
of course. But what I just heard is that about Youth Olympics, and we had to agree about you need some people and all that things. I did not get everything, but I think I'll get it from Sari or Harima with my Kenyan people.
Hey, Gladys, no one will help you. Don't worry. I will assist.
Okay, thank you.
Hey,
And
girls,
please give us.
ladies, don't help her. Sally, don't help her. No.
I was outside, Mr. Mohammed, surely.
Because you were late. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just recorded. I just also recorded this. This meeting.
Conversation.
So I will. Yes, I will put it on the platform.
Thank you, sir.
So again and again, the purpose of CAVB Academy and my concern, my objective, my aim, I don't know what, is to keep a legacy in Africa. This is hope. Then I'm struggling to develop coaches, develop managers, develop referees, and also develop athletes, develop knowledge, share knowledge, etc. So transfer, our leitmotif will be legacy, sustainability, and transfer of knowledge. Those are our pillars in CAVB Academy. So anything which can help us to develop or to keep legacy for the next generation will be more than welcome. So we started with podium, we started with beach volleyball instructors, men, then women instructors, then actually managers, then will come also other project, plus project of podium, plus beach volleyball in school. And now the other project is the webinars we will have with the top level coaches, the top level players. So I mean that we need to break the barrier between top level and us. They are simple people, they're humble, and we need to take profit from them. One advice, that in Africa, and this is our problem, our big problem, we are not proactive. We are just waiting for support. We are waiting for people to help us. But we are not anymore, we are not proactive. So we should develop this skill. We should develop the capability to be proactive, to go ahead. And this is, for instance, this is what, for instance, Ndibo, Libala, MX are doing in management. And Tom and then yes, they're doing good. Why? Because they are trying to, let's say, to be proactive. They are trying to, to force people to work, to force people. So there is a lot of topics with them. We have a lot of, I don't know, Ndibo, if you know, and MX, we have 37 topics without activities. Huh? Plus the activities, maybe we have, I don't know, we have around 60, something like that. So this is our objective. So that's why we have to work very hard. That's why, ladies, I am really struggling with you, and I am really, really sad about your behavior. In general, I'm speaking in general. That's why. Because some people are sleeping for 2 weeks, then wake up and say, I missed something. Yes, you missed a lot, not something. So, and I did not have, to be honest, I did not have this issue with boys. You know how many people we had, boys? We had 55 people. 55. And it was working very, very, very nice. In order to have 16 people, and actually we have 16 people only. So ladies, again and again and again, try to do your best. Try to follow. It's not a matter to be in front of your computer for 20 hours. It's just 10 minutes, half an hour maximum. It's more than enough. So this is what I had to say today. I would let also Andibo to say something, because I just watch his head, only his head. It's like, yes, only head. I don't know why. So Andibo, it's a matter of next webinar. So if you have something to add.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dibo Lebala, the Vice President Administration of Botswana Volleyball Federation. I'm a management instructor in the CAVB Academy. And I just want to say I'm happy that we are moving forward. The statistics given by Mohammed about our performances in major competitions outside Africa is stressing a lot. And we need, as this group, to start fighting for better results. I'm happy because in Botswana, we just started playing volleyball, beach volleyball last year. And here I'm with Lee and Isaac. And Lee have already proposed, I'm a teacher, proposed that we start beach volleyball in my school with the younger generations working towards Dakar 2022. And as we've started as Botswana Volleyball Federation last year, I'm happy that we are starting at the right time when we'll be having a project like the Podium Olympic or towards Dakar, where now our younger generations will start beach volleyball in the right way. And having these webinars like the Friday webinar and the past one, I think my coaches are going to develop well. As I said, I'm having Lee and Isaac here, and they are part of the instructors in beach volleyball. So I think Botswana is standing up well, and this is going to help also Africa as we go forward. Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Andibo, just a point. In Botswana, there is more instructors than players in beach volleyball.
That two instructors.
That's true.
Two instructors,
you know,
without
they
players.
have 2 beach volleyball instructors, one management instructor, but only 1.5 players. Only.
No players. We are going to start now having players.
For sure. No, for sure. I'm confident. Yeah. So if you don't have anything to add, I would like to leave you to thank you first very much for this opportunity, and keep in mind that we have 2 big projects to handle. They are very important, one and the other, and it will give a floor to everyone to develop itself. For instance, for Mari, for instance, or for Andibo, I think that the best project, you should take the opportunity of the beach volleyball in school. So it will be the best project, because Podium, I mean, you are far, and we have, I mean, there is Mozambique, there is Gambia, there is a lot of countries, Sierra Leone, Nigeria. I mean, there is a lot of countries who can apply for the Podium. I mean, and they are capable. So you should be also, as decision makers, if you are decision makers in your federation, you should also be a good strategist. I mean, tactician. So where is the best opportunity? Where I can, sometimes, yes, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes maybe in some countries, they can be on the top and also they can develop beach volleyball in school, which is very good. So, yeah, so these are the point I had to discuss with you today. Sure that next week we will have another webinar after the webinar of Marco, maybe by Sunday, like today. At that time, the same time, maybe we will have another webinar in order to discuss the Friday's webinar and to discuss the next stage, which is the implementation of the start of developing the project, the two projects. This is what I have to say. If you have anything to say, Sami, bye, Sami. Have a good day.
Sorry.
Have a good day. Have a good day. What is
Sorry,
this?
I had the problem since morning. There's no power in my house, and I
No,
thought maybe.
no. People from Kenya, hey, here, Gladys.
Yes, sir.
No.
There was no problem, right?
No
there
problem.
There is power in Kenya.
Yeah.
Gladys and the other ladies from Nairobi. I'm from Mombasa. These guys are just kidding. These guys are just kidding.
Sami,
Mr. Mohammed,
yes.
Mr. Mohammed, you know Sami stays at inside the water. Mombasa. We are at the town center.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sami, I will have I will share the recording with you.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So it's recorded. Just notice that by Friday, next Friday, we will have as a guest in the webinar Coach Marco Pires from Spanish team. So, and we will agree about the topic with we will link the development with the Podium 2022 project.
Yes.
So I will share with him the information. So he will prepare the topic and he will prepare the themes. Then maybe within this couple of days, I will send you the program and try to share the information with everyone. So Friday will be most probably Friday it will be at 5 p.m. international time.
Oh, 5 p.m. This is Qatar time?
No, GMT. Qatar time will be at 8.
Okay.
No. The international timing. 5. I will send you the whole information.
Okay.
5.
So everyone has to prepare a question, and we will.
I have a question.
Anyway, I will come back. Yes.
I have a question. You talked about educational institutions.
Yes.
That is a primary school. I work in a university.
Okay.
And I was wondering how the universities can come in, because we are trying to start beach volleyball in universities because we have very many players.
Okay.
So does educational institutions include universities? The planning for the planning.
In our semantic, educational entities, organizations means primary, secondary, and university. All.
Okay.
So what we will prepare, just for information for everyone, what we will prepare in this project. In this project, there is three parts. We will prepare a curriculum for medium and secondary school. I mean grade 7 until grade 12. Then we will also prepare a training content with video sessions, etc. And we will prepare a platform called Padlet, which is an online platform in order to help coaches and the players to take informations and to work with. So it will be 3 parts. And regarding the university, what we will do, we will, as I told you, prepare the content, the training content, but also a system, a competitive system. So you will, in university, it will not be be only training. It will be more competition than training. So we have to develop also the capability to organize competitions, etc. So inshallah, I hope that by 2022 we will organize the World Schools Beach Volleyball Championship in Africa. The president of the International Federation is a friend of me, and I will try and I will struggle with him to give us this opportunity. Dr. Amr Alwani, the CIVB president, is fully agree, and he will also from his side, he is forcing from his side to organize that. So everyone is in line. So this is the information. Do you have any other questions?
I have one. I have one. Yes. Yeah. Same question, but for Malawi, we don't have any teacher representing in the course. I'm wondering how we can benefit as a country because we don't have any teachers.
Which country? Which country?
Malawi.
Malawi. Okay.
Malawi. Yeah. We don't have teachers.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Teach it in primary schools and secondary schools. We don't have any coaches to do that.
No, the problem, Shupi, the history of scholastic beach volleyball is not coaches, it's not a matter of coaches or not. No. Beside the fact that we will prepare the content, we have to prepare also the training, the teachers training, not coaches training. Teacher, especially in primary school. In primary school, the teacher is doing everything. So we will be in line with the educational pedagogy or education. So we don't have to hurt. I mean, if it's 7, 8 years old, we don't have to bring them a coach. No, their teacher should be ready to do that. And even in the medium and in secondary school, so there is a program for teachers. So for instance, the thing is that we will not, as CIVB Online Academy, we will not select the countries. No, it depends on what need the country. If Malawi, for instance, now said, I need to develop beach volleyball in schools, okay, it will be one of the poles. Because within the next couple of years, we will maybe choose a maximum of 4 countries only. Why? Because it's a huge amount of work, and we don't need to have. You remember the African Dream project. I don't know if you remember it. It was more or less a disaster. So no, we don't need to be. We don't need to have this situation. We need to be methodic on that. So for sure in the content, so we will have as outcome content, and inside the content, training of coaches, training for schools, and also training of teachers. So if Malawi is aiming to develop that, why not? It will be great. Botswana, great. So we need to have maximum of 4 countries, and in every country, let's say that we will have maybe every country should have 10 schools, 10 school, mixed schools, 10 schools, in order to start that, and then year after year they will develop the skills, and they will improve and implement in the whole country. Okay, Shupi. Is it okay?
Okay, thank you.
Your president called me.
Thank you.
Yes, your president called me a few days ago, and he was asking about you. And I just said that she's taking care only about her hair, only that, not visual. So, no, he was asking about what your achievements, etc. So I said that no, they did not. They are out of Africa, out of the continent at all. So is there any other question, Tiziana?
No, that's
Yes.
fine.
Do you have any question, Tiziana?
Because my internet goes out and I forgot a little bit. I don't see some things.
Everything.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
But I understand you. We in this moment we try to have a school here, beach volley. Our association is official in Santa Maria. We have now an association with the volleyball, and we start to training the children. We have three. It is nice. We will do this project. I like it.
Okay, good. So this is mainly, actually this is mainly three countries. So Cabo Verde, Botswana, and Malawi. So it's great. We will come back to that. Isaac.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any concern? How are you? Good?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm sorry to have come very late.
You're really. And
no, we are just starting, but
yes. Tell me, Isaac.
No, I was just saying, like, I'm glad, we just started this beach volleyball project. Now that we have Ndibo here, he was one of the people who have been like active in trying to support us into going into this beach volleyball thing. I think it's a good thing that he's also here on the platform as the instructor of administration. So, which means like from here, I'm going to praise him since like he's my vice president. So everything that happens here, you should be knowing it now.
No need politic here. It's sport.
No, it's not politic. No, it's not politic.
Okay, good. So now we hope to have everyone with us. So is there any other question, Sami? Because
first of all, I'm very grateful. I've seen you've added several sisters, beautiful sisters. So I think they will spice up the group. And
Did
very
you
happy
say
that they
beautiful?
Yeah, for sure, they are beautiful. I'm not in the politics, Mohammed. Looking forward, I have now two ladies from Kenya. This is very good. So the bargaining power is increasing. I'll make follow up on the recording, and maybe possibly I'll come back to you. Thank you.
Inshallah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say bye and see you within, for sure, Friday, inshallah, for the webinar. Then on Sunday for a general meeting. And before that, just I will share with you the information and what we will do next. Thank you, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Isaac, take care about Ndibo.
No, I will take care of
Isaac
you.
won't check him.
No,
I'll call you
Ndibo,
now.
take care. Ndibo.